I'm James, November Zero Whiskey Radio Lima. I'm the founder of World Radio League. And basically, it's a totally new, modern logbook application, award tracking, contesting, POTA, anything that you might want to do with ham radio as far as logging and then tracking your contacts and awards, you can do it within World Radio League. So when you come into World Radio League on the homepage, the first thing you're going to see is just the most recent contacts. So this is just a map globe view of the most recent contacts within the last hour.
So are these your contacts, or these are just contacts across the
platform,
cool.
across the ecosystem? And you'll see, like, you can even come in and click them, and it's generating like these auto QSL cards for everybody's contacts. So you can see this guy actually just logged this a minute ago at 13:41 Zulu time. And you can kind of check out what's going on. Ernest is actually a really big user. He's a big POTA guy. You'll see him everywhere. So it's not uncommon to see Ernest on the homepage. But then, yeah, you can see kind of like the top operator for today, the top country, the top state, which is Washington, longest contacts, some featured members, stuff like that.
Gotcha. So you got a little leaderboard as soon as you log in, just to kind of keep people on just a little bit, right?
Exactly. And there's even like, we do like constantly running leaderboards like overall, but you could also have like leaderboards for different states and countries.
Oh, that's fun.
So we have a lot of people that will like just come in and like on a given week try to log, 30 CW contacts and see if they can get on the leaderboard for the week.
Gotcha.
But like, especially, it might be eeasier to get on the leaderboard for your state. Like, I'm not a super competitive operator myself, so like, I'll check out what's going on in Georgia.
Okay.
But I also should say, like, this is all also available like as an app on your phone, iOS, Android, MacBook, as well as this. So this is the website at worldradioleague.com. But if you can show this, that's our band conditions widget on our app.
Nice.
They have your band conditions widget.
That's cool.
And then you can log on your phone as well. And this will do offline. And then when you get online, it'll sync it to the website app. So you'll have all your contacts.
This is, you're doing some like heavy duty development here. This thing is so far ahead of where I saw it just 9 months ago. Or so, right? Wow, that's fantastic.
We have new releases we have new releases almost every week. This guy is also, this guy's crushing it, Stuart. So you also have profiles in here too. You can win awards. But let me just show, I'll show you like some basic, like for the POTA guys out there.
Yeah.
Let's say you wanted to do a POTA activation. You can go to the activities and you'll have your POTA, WWFF, SOTA. You have a map view, and then you can just click. Like, let's say that here's a POTA site here, a US 8353. I can see my stats for it. Who was the last person activated? I click create logbook. And then with one click, I'm activating the park.
Yeah, and all your stuff's captured for the park. You're good to go. Gotcha.
So in the logger here, when you see across the top, this is like your settings, basically. So it's telling me that I'm in US 8353. It's already set my location. It's set the park. So it already knows it's ready to export that park file when you get going. So what's your call again, Rob? Your
W5ITR.
W5ITR. So let's say I'm logging you on. Let's do 1423. So it's going to look you up, right? So it's going to get your home location. So it'll get your distance and your azimuth to that location. I'll go ahead and put, I'll log that contact. And then you've got your contact log over on the right-hand side. But a few other things that make it great for POTA is I can auto spot myself over to POTA without having to jump into the POTA app.
That's nice.
So I can find the parks on here, but I can also, when I start my activation, I can say, I'm on 1423. I want to send that spot. I can drop comments. So if you go QRT, you can also do that from here as well. It's going to start generating you a map of your contacts here on this as you go. And it also has a pretty nice share feature where it'll generate you a shareable map that has your statistics for the operation all in one shot.
So this looks great for the operator who takes their laptop out to the field. Right? What about those of us that like just take our phone to the field, right? Just kind of a low drag setup.
Exactly. You could just take your phone, and you can also run the app on your MacBook too. If you want to do that. But like, here's the cool thing is, look at the sync. So I just logged you on the computer there, but you're in my log right here. So check this out. Like I'm going to log in for BFR Professor Jim here with Ham Radio Prep, and I'll log that. And then now you just see my second entry show up here.
Yeah.
It's already synced to the website.
That's pretty cool.
And it's really quick. And if I was offline, we would write actually to your SQLite database on your phone.
Okay.
And then as soon as you get an internet connection, it syncs all up.
Gotcha.
So I could log completely from my phone, and then I could come into worldradioleague.com and my logbook would be here. And then you've got your export ADIF for the park, so you can upload to the POTA site, things like that.
So so you have an Android app.
Yep.
You have an iOS app. Do you have an Android tablet view that's different than the phone view, right? Because you need a lot more real estate.
Yeah, it's pretty optimized for the tablet view. Actually, this month, one of the big feature releases we're working on, so here a little advanced information for you, is we're working really hard on the desktop app.
Oh, nice.
For Windows, right? Okay. So that you can have the same interface. It won't have some of the, we're going to focus more on the core logging experience first.
Okay.
But you're going to have a Windows downloadable application with offline as well. Okay. But we also do... how
about things like cat control?
Yeah. So we just launched cat control last week.
Nice.
So you've got a cat control app you can download, connect to your radio. And I'll show where that really shines is like, let's say that you're at home hunting, right? This is what I love is you can go to your spots and like, let's say I'm usually doing 20 meter and I'm usually doing SSB. Hopefully I'll be doing CW by the end of the year, but
you and me both, brother.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But in any case, you can double click your spot, right? And it copies it to your logbook, but it also tunes your radio to the spot, right?
Nice.
So what I'll do is I'll just click that. I'm on 285. Let's see if I can hear, I can hear Rodney. If I can't, then I'll just go to the next one, right? And so I can kind of work through the spots. And it's also like adding their park number in automatically.
Gotcha.
So it knows their park. You don't have to manually add people's parks.
Makes sense. Now, every now and then, I will get an email from you guys talking about getting ready for a contest, right? So tell me a little bit about what your ham radio, like traditional contest experience is like.
Yeah, that's a great question. So the contest is something we're working really hard on, and we're trying to support more and more contests. But if you come into the contest, you can see the ones that we've recently done. So Field Day is a big one. On Winter Field Day, we worked really closely with Marvin, Whiskey Zero, Mike Echo Tango, who's the president there. And he actually kind of helped us design this. And so we had over 1,000 participants, over 17,000 contacts logged. And so if you come, so what we'll do is if you join World Radio League, we'll let you know when there's an upcoming contest like a QSO party or a field day, and it'll create you a logbook that's specific for the contest. So in Winter Field Day, you need to have your class and your section.
Yep.
But what we found is like a lot of times with beginners, like they're trying for each contest, they're trying to figure out what their exchange is. So we also add like where you can fill out your exchange information in here. So like depending on the contest. So it kind of takes the guesswork out of your knowing your exchange. And then you can check out what's going on with other users near you and do your live leaderboards as well.
Okay. I don't do a ton of contesting. The contesting I enjoy is RIDI contesting, right? So are we able to transfer activity from our RIDI software to the logger at this point?
I don't think so. Okay. And I'm not a RIDI guy.
Okay.
So we need to do some more work on that. I don't think we can do that. One thing that I'll say, like what I've been trying to work on with contests right now is just supporting more contests, because each contest has a unique set of multipliers and scoring system. And so it kind of, from a development standpoint, it's challenging because we want to kind of templatize it so we can say, okay, in this contest, you're trying to get sections. In this contest, you're trying to get DX entity. In this channel, you're trying to get zones. Sometimes you're even trying to work specific stations. And so we've got a pretty good list of contests before, but what I'll expect is like over the next 2 to 3 months, you're just going to see a lot more contests. But I need to I just need to personally figure out RIDI. I'm not, as I start to play with it more, I think
I really enjoy it. I'm into it. So if I can help you at all, let me know. Be happy to.
Be careful what you ask for.
No, it's good.
I'm sure I'll be hitting you up.
That's great.
But yeah, I mean, other things to look for, analytics, right? So you can track.
We all love analytics for sure.
100%. Track your DX entities from here. Which ones are you missing? This is going to integrate more and more with our spotting, so you can start to find like rare DXs that you might be missing. Your U.S. states. Yeah, and then there's a community chat in here as well. So like myself and the other team members are really active in here. If you have a feature request, if you run into a bug, click report a bug. And we generally respond to those within a day or two.
Gotcha. Well, that's great. James, man, this looks, like I said, so much progress since the last time I've really taken a hard look at it. I'm impressed. Looks great.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Oh, and I should mention, last thing, on the integrations, I talked about the cat control, but WSJTX, that's another great one too. So if you want to do FT8, you don't have to manually log them or do the export import. You can just download the integration.
Well, you've got N1MM, so I'll log with N1MM.
Yeah.
So I ought to be able to get my RIDI stuff over. I think.
Exactly. That's what we're trying to do.
Try that.
We're trying to be pretty agnostic. So if you want to get your contacts in here, or even if you're using another logging software, you can stream it. So like, let's say we start hosting a RIDI contest or something, and you want to use World Radio League, then you'd be able to use N1MM, do a stream of your contacts and get the data in.
FL Digi on your radar?
It's on the radar.
Okay.
I don't have it super near term right now, but
that's okay. Just curious, right? Because there's a lot of I like to do a lot of digital modes, so very good. Thanks so much, James.
Yeah,
appreciate
you're welcome.
it.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.